Okay, so we have all of the does bred, aside from the ones that are too small. I'll throw up a picture that has all the possible traits and the due dates and what the breeds are. So I will make sure I put all of that up on the screen as I go through each pairing, and I'll throw up a picture of the buck as well. The first ones bred were Little Bit and Junebug. Little Bit was paired with Asta. Her babies are going to have a chance to be polled and have moon spots. We had a bit of a mix up with Junebug. She was paired with both Asta and Yeti. So originally she went in with Asta and he did breed her. And the next day I totally spaced, forgot she'd been in with Asta, and I put her in with Yeti. So depending on which buck settled her, her babies have a chance to be polled either way. And then if Asta is the dad, they have a chance to be moon spotted. And if Yeti is the dad, they have a chance to be blue-eyed. So then we had Haru. She was paired with a buck that I borrowed. I'll put in a clip of him. So her babies should definitely be polled and blue-eyed because the buck was polled and blue-eyed. Raftalia was paired with Wesson. Her babies should be polled and they have a 50% chance of getting the blue eyes. And then Gypsy, the brown and white one over there, she was paired with Jar Jar, the same buck Haru was. So her baby should be polled and they'll have a 50% chance of blue eyes. Let's see, who is next? So Sif was paired with Wesson. So her babies have a 50% chance of being polled and being blue-eyed. Mimi, the one with half ears here, she was also paired with Wesson. She's blue-eyed, so her babies should come out blue-eyed, and they have a 50% chance of being polled. Dinky is one of the girls that's too small to breed right now. We're going to wait a few months and maybe breed her for summer kids. She'll be paired with Yeti if she does reach the size. Let's see, Xena here, she was paired with Remington. Her babies don't have the fanciest genetics. She is a registerable fainting goat, and she has some great lines to her. But her babies are definitely going to be brown-eyed and they have a 50% chance of being polled, so nothing super flashy with her. Jinx was paired with Yeti, so her babies will have 50% chance of polled and 50% chance for blue eyes. Dove is one of the ones that's too small to breed right now. Maybe we'll breed her for summer kids a little bit later. Minnie was also paired with the borrowed buck Jar Jar, so her babies will have 50% chance of polled, 50% chance of blue eyes. Haven't done Calamity. So Calamity was also paired with the borrowed buck. She is blue-eyed and horned, so her babies should definitely be blue-eyed, and they have a 50% chance of being polled. Ivy, another one that's too little. She was not bred. She won't be for at least a year. She is tiny. Betty's in here. So Betty reached her size and weight requirements to get bred. So I originally put her in with Asta, but he kind of ignored her. So we put her in with Yeti, and he did breed her. So her babies will have a 50% chance of being polled and a 50% chance of blue eyes. So Betty is a registered mini Nubian. She is a 7th generation. She is considered purebred. Her babies, I don't know if they're going to come out with the long floppy ears. They might just get longer airplane ears, kind of like these guys where their ears stick out to the side. Those are basically airplane ears, or erect ears, I think. And then the long ones like that are pendulous ears. So that is a Nubian trait, so I don't know if her babies will come out with the floppy ears or not. Most likely they're going to look more like a Nigerian, since that's what she has been paired to. Mary was bred to Yeti. Her babies are going to have the 50% chance for blue eyes and the 50% chance for polled. She was one of the last ones bred, and I was away when her heat was supposed to happen, so I'm not 100% sure if she settled or not. I'm going to wait another 3 weeks to be completely sure, but it didn't look like she went into heat. And then we got Blue. Blue was paired with Remington this year, so nothing flashy for her either. 50% chance for polled, and the babies will definitely be brown-eyed, but they should be really nice fainers. And then we already did Jinx and Xena. We did get our first, like, decent amount of snow yesterday, so the girls are kind of wary about going out in the pasture. They don't really like being wet, and they don't like the cold on their hooves, but they'll figure it out. They were in the building and got fed hay yesterday since it was really cold and blowing all over. What do you think, Dinky? Hi, Mimi. Oh, yeah, I suppose I should introduce this little fluff butt, if she'll come back. Suki. Suki. Hi. this here is our new livestock guardian dog. She is a Maremma, and she is gonna grow up to guard the goats. Right now she's kind of in training. She is kind of in the teething state right now, so she wants to chew on everything. Suki! Leave the goat alone. You watch from a distance. You're not allowed to chase. So Suki here is currently training. She is set up in a pen right next to the girls so they can see each other and she can smell them, but they cannot like go after her and headbutt. Because this one here, Raphtalia, she does not enjoy cats and she's not a big fan of dogs. And Blue definitely is not a fan of dogs at all. So to keep Puppy safe, she's not allowed to be actually out with them unless I am here. Also to make sure she does not chase or misbehave with the goats. She's supposed to just kind of watch from a distance. See that? We don't want you doing that. We don't want you doing that. No, you can't do that. You just watch the goaties from a distance. Yes, you can go say hi, but you cannot chase. So yeah, we got lucky and found a breeder that was only about 2 hours away in Minnesota. So I got to go pick her up about a week ago. So she's still kind of settling in. Nope, the piggies are going to say hi. She's unsure about the pigs. If I remember right, she was raised around sheep. So piggies are new. Are you getting the ice? Yeah. So yeah. I had been saving up for a Maremma for like 2 years, and I had a breeder all lined up that was going to get me a puppy this summer, but then I kind of fell out of contact with that breeder. Not sure what happened, but she never got back to me. And then one day I was just scrolling through Facebook and I found a post about Maremmas that were really, really close. So we went and picked her up. Yes. So far she's been doing fantastic. She'll follow me around, and she does have an issue with chasing cats. Not in an aggressive way, she just really wants to play with them. But she's also in the puppy kind of teething stage, so she does nip at the kitty cats. Trying to teach her not to do that, but other than that, she's doing pretty good. She comes out to play while I'm doing chores, and she gets to greet all of the goats every morning. And then when I'm done with chores, I put her back in her pen, and she can hang out in there for a little while right next to the goats if they choose to be in the building or not. But otherwise, she just kind of does her own thing. These guys stick really, really close to their stock, so with good fencing, they are less prone to escaping and wandering. You still have to have really good fencing, though, because all these livestock guardian dogs, if they can see land, they think it's theirs, and they're going to try to go out and patrol it. So good fencing is definitely what you need if you're going to have a livestock guardian dog. Hopefully, she'll pick up on her job and get to patrol our fence lines when she's about 2. Because we have coyotes and hawks and eagles, and the Maremmas are supposed to be really good at watching the sky, so that's another reason we really liked the Maremma breed. After her training's done, she'll be able to hang out with the goats full time, but that probably won't be until she's a little over 2 years old, since they do go back into a rambunctious puppy stage when they're a little over a year old. So you kind of gotta go back to square one and retrain. But she should be a really good dog. What do you think? Did you find some ice? Eventually, we are going to look into getting her a partner, so she has somebody else with her, just in case there's like a large pack of coyotes or something. But that won't be for a little while, because it's not a great idea to have 2 puppies at the same time. You can get what's called littermate syndrome, but it doesn't have to be puppies from the same litter. Just 2 puppies that are around the same age can end up misbehaving because they kind of play off of each other. Instead of bonding to their stock, they might bond to the other puppy, and instead of paying attention to you, they may just run off and goof around with the other puppy. They can also get super aggressive with the other dog. You might get tired of constantly being around the other puppy and they might end up guarding the stock or you from the other dog, and it just kind of leads to some pretty nasty fights. So for now, just her until we get her trained up, and then maybe eventually we'll look into getting her a partner who can help her guard so they can take shifts. Also, one quick note, we do have a website where I sell the soaps we make from the goat milk. I'm working on making some goat milk lotions and also some handmade washcloths. So if you want to check out any of that, you can go to bleatsandbubbles.com. We currently have a sale going on. You can use a discount code CHEER for 30% off your order until December 25th. So until Christmas, you can get 30% off. So today's December 8th, and I will hopefully have a test batch of lotions done. And if it turns out well, it will go up on the site in about a week. I will also have some of the washcloths up probably in about 2 or 3 weeks because I'm still currently learning how to make those. When you buy soap from us though, you're buying the goats hay, so you can feel good about that. All of the profit goes right back to the animals. It's going towards their feed, their hay, and any vet care that they need, like any of their dewormers and any of the supplements that I give them. The money goes to good use. Also, all of the ad revenue from these YouTube videos also goes back to the animals. That also helps feed the pigs and take care of all the goats as well. So thank you guys for watching the videos and commenting and sitting through some of the ads, because I know those aren't fun to sit through, but I really do appreciate y'all watching the videos. We also had a couple of the pigs get bred. So Clover was bred December 5th. So we have to wait a couple weeks to see if that settled or not. So we might be expecting piglets from her again. She's starting to grow her coat back in after blowing it out, so hopefully she gets that grown in before it gets super cold. Charlotte, I don't think she's been bred yet. I think she has a heat in about a week or two. He was interested in her one day, but I never saw them actually breed. So I don't think he got her quite yet. These ones are all too little. Pickles is a barrow, so he is a castrated male. He definitely isn't going to be having babies or making any. What do you think, Mr. Pickles? Yeah, we plan on having Charlotte and Clover and Ava all bred for spring piglets. Clover has definitely been bred, so we'll wait and see on her. Then we got Ava. She was bred December 1st, but we've been having trouble getting her to settle, so I'm not sure if that one took or not. Gotta wait a couple weeks and see, but hopefully she does settle one of these times and we'll get some babies out of her. She is our one and only registered Kune. So we're kind of hoping to get a few piglets out of her. But we'll have to wait and see. Hello, Asta. Yes. All the bucks are pretty much bald on the top of their heads from fighting each other during rut. I think they're pretty much out of rut at this point. All the girls stopped going into heat since they were bred. So they're not as stinky and covered in pee. You're a good boy. You are a good boy. There's Inosuke over here. Hello, Inosuke. Yeah. You're gonna have more babies. Gonna be a dad times 3. The other bucks are over there.